I picked up from Lowe's in the clearance section this hydrangea, and it is called Strawberry Sundae. It's a paniculata, and I've always wanted to have one and add one to my garden. So I got it, and it was half price. Now, for the last couple of days, it's been raining here in my garden, and the paniculata hydrangea is loving it in this spot. It's in this bed here, and I'm trying to fill out this bed with other shrubs and annuals, not annuals, but shrubs and perennials, and I've added annuals to it. So it's looking nice and full for the rest of the season. I just want it to look really well. And today, August 10th, it has rained in the morning, and Debbie, the storm has passed, and now we're getting sunshine. So what I want to do is put the pot, this paniculata, in the ground in this spot. And just look at how the blooms have responded to the rain, and it's just looking healthy as ever. So now that the soil is moist, the plant has been well watered, I think this is the time to plant it in the ground. It is such a really beautiful plant, and the company is First Edition Shrubs, a part of the Lowe's Gardening Center partnerships. And this is so pretty. I'm just enjoying just looking at this plant. So what I'm going to do though is put it in the ground, and I'm going to use this tomato cage to support the branches, because it has a flopping tendency, and I don't want it to flop all over this space. I want it to be erect. So I'm going to give it the support of the tomato cage. The soil is very good here because we've been building up the soil. So it's very easy to make the hoe. And what I'm going to do is just place this in the pot and the spot here. I'm just going to test it out to see what it would look like. And I think I need to dig it just a little bit more, and then I'm going to place this plant right here in this spot. Let's just take a look, because before it was kind of high. Yeah, that's going to look good there. So let's take a look at the root. I just want you to see the root system here. You could see that it's not root bound, and so I don't have to agitate it or anything. And I want to make sure that it's leaning away from the rhododendron here, that it has more space. So I'm trying to turn it this way. And let's just take another look to see. So I think this is pretty good. It looks pretty good here. And it's not too close to that, even though this one is leaning up. Isn't this so pretty? But when I put the cage on it, it will give it more definition and help to train it in its spot. Yeah, but this is going to look really pretty here. So I planted it in, and I planted it a little high because by the time I water it in, it will settle even more. And the ground is very, very moist, but I am going to water it in And it looks so pretty here. I keep saying that because I just am so excited about it. So let me now put the cage around it and see if I can support it with the tomato cage. It is planted in the ground. The hydrangea is planted in. I use the tomato cage to lift up the blooms, and so that they're not leaning on other things and that they're not on the ground. And as the plant continues to grow, it will be fine for the rest of the year. And then later on, of course, I will be cutting back the blooms. So that way they'll be more trained to go up. In the fall, I will cut back the blooms so that the plant will grow more up versus leaning like that. And I'll be able to adjust the tomato cage. But right now I just wanted to not have the blooms resting on the other rhododendron there or on the chrysanthemums. So that's where we are now. I think it looks good. When you look at it from a distance, it looks good. You could hardly see the tomato cage.